So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about a program that I recently found called Microsoft Windows EMET, E-M-E-T. It stands for the Enhanced Mitigation Experience Toolkit. This is actually a security software that's developed by Microsoft actually, and I didn't know anything about it until about a week ago. But basically, this is a really cool security tool that you can use in addition to complement your other antivirus software and that sort of thing. Basically, what this will do is it handles a lot of exploits that may exist in certain programs that you're running, like Acrobat. PDFs a lot of times have these exploits that can be used, and your antivirus will handle your malware. But for this, it's a little bit different. This actually handles, like I said, exploits that aren't necessarily programs running, but if you download a malicious PDF or something and you're using, say, an outdated version of Acrobat or any other PDF reader, this can help you mitigate that, like it's in the title, and protect you from certain exploits. They have a whole bunch of different ones it protects you from. I'm not going to pretend to understand exactly what this does. You can read a little bit about it on Microsoft's website. It's just microsoft.com/EMET. The latest version is actually brand new pretty much. It supports Windows 10 version 5.5. It was just released on January 29th. And so they have all operating systems, I believe, supported back to Windows Vista Service Pack 2. So if you're using any modern system, it should be fine. And let me show you a little bit about how this works. There are different settings you can enable, where I think the default is to have application opt-in or opt-out. Basically, always on means it's going to enable the security protection for every program that's running, I believe. And I think maybe by default it was opt-in. So then in that case, it was only apps that you had enabled in this default list. So of course you can see here Java, very common to have exploits pop up in that if you don't have the latest version. Acrobat, Internet Explorer, you can add Chrome, for example. I don't even have that on here. Let's add that. So I can go to Program Files, Google Chrome, Application, and just add that. And now that is on the list of opted-in programs, or I usually just keep it always on. And you can change this. You can change the ones. I didn't block untrusted fonts because I do have some custom fonts installed, and I'm not really worried that I don't install fonts that often. And then you can see in this example, I have Acrobat running. I started to run it, and because that's on the list of apps to protect with, you can refresh it and then see this little check mark show up, which means that now this is protecting Acrobat from running any malicious software that it can protect against. So if it did run some sort of vulnerable PDF or something, and it was a vulnerability that this EMET can protect against, it would protect your computer from executing it. So I just keep them on. I haven't noticed any difference in performance in programs, no crashing or anything like that. But I just like to know that it's on, and it's just an additional, like you can put maximum, it's just an additional layer of security that protects you from exploits on your computer, which is not really something you think about. With antivirus, people say, oh, antivirus, protect from viruses you download. But a lot of these attacks are like drive-by attacks that might be something that you don't even interact with. It's just an exploit in a PDF file. No one really thinks about that. Like, oh, you download an email that has a Word document that has an exploit in it, and you don't even think about that because it's not an executable. So this is really useful in something like that. And it's not bulletproof. It's not going to completely stop everything, but like I said, it's just an additional tool that I think you guys should check out and probably install. Again, I'm not going to pretend to understand exactly what all this does. If you start having issues, then I would maybe disable certain things, but I think if you are really security conscious, then it might be good to at least enable it for opt-in for the default apps that it has, because I expect that these are some of the more vulnerable apps that a lot of exploits pop up on, so it'll probably be worth it to check out this program. The download page, you can get some more information about here. Look, this is all the different security not patches, the ways it will secure your computer, and I don't understand any of these really, but you know, it's good to have. I just wanted to let you guys know about that. I'm not trying to explain how it works. I just thought I would bring this to you guys' attention because I had never heard of this, and I think it's at least worth looking into. I've been using it for a couple weeks, and I haven't had any negatives from using it. So I think you guys should check it out. It's just microsoft.com/EMET. So I hope this at least helped you guys out. Maybe it's an interesting thing to look into. Makes you kind of wonder what other cool programs are out there for security that no one really knows about. So if you guys have any suggestions, be sure to leave those in the comments section and I'll check them out. Also, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you want to continue watching, I've got some other videos on the right hand side. You can just click those or look in the description for the same link, like if you're on a phone. And if you want to subscribe, I make new videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I do take suggestions. If you guys have something really cool to talk about, let me know. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Have a good one.